Day 223. Psalm 81-83. For the choirmaster. According to Gittith. Of Asaph. Sing for joy to God our strength, make a joyful noise to the God of Jacob. Lift up a song, strike the tambourine, play the sweet-sounding harp and lyre. Sound the ram's horn at the new moon, and at the full moon on the day of our feast. For this is a statute for Israel, an ordinance of the God of Jacob. He ordained it as a testimony for Joseph when he went out over the land of Egypt, where I heard an unfamiliar language. I relieved his shoulder of the burden, his hands were freed from the basket. You called out in distress, and I rescued you, I answered you from the cloud of thunder, I tested you at the waters of Meribah. Selah Hear, O my people, and I will warn you, O Israel, if only you would listen to me. There must be no strange god among you, nor shall you bow to a foreign god. I am the Lord your God, who brought you up out of Egypt. Open wide your mouth, and I will fill it. But my people would not listen to me, and Israel would not obey me. So I gave them up to their stubborn hearts to follow their own devices. If only my people would listen to me, if Israel would follow my ways, how soon I would subdue their enemies and turn my hand against their foes. Those who hate the Lord would feign obedience, and their doom would last forever. But I would feed you the finest wheat, with honey from the rock I would satisfy you. A Psalm of Asaph. God presides in the divine assembly, he renders judgment among the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? Selah defend the cause of the weak and fatherless, uphold the rights of the afflicted and oppressed. Rescue the weak and needy, save them from the hand of the wicked. They do not know or understand, they wander in the darkness, all the foundations of the earth are shaken. I have said, you are gods, you are all sons of the Most High. But like mortals you will die, and like rulers you will fall. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for all the nations are your inheritance. A Song. A Psalm of Asaph. O God, be not silent, be not speechless, be not still, O God. See how your enemies rage, how your foes have reared their heads. With cunning they scheme against your people and conspire against those you cherish, saying, Come, let us erase them as a nation, may the name of Israel be remembered no more. For with one mind they plot together, they form an alliance against you, the tents of Edom and the Ishmaelites. Of Moab and the Hagrites, of Gebal, Ammon, and Amalek, of Philistia with the people of Tyre. Even Assyria has joined them, lending strength to the sons of Lot. Selah do to them as you did to Midian, as to Sisera and Jabin at the River Kishon, who perished at Endor and became like dung on the ground. Make their nobles like Oreb and Zeeb, and all their princes like Zebah and Zalmunna, who said, Let us possess for ourselves the pastures of God. Make them like tumbleweed, O my God, like chaff before the wind. As fire consumes a forest, as a flame sets the mountains ablaze, so pursue them with your tempest, and terrify them with your storm. Cover their faces with shame, that they may seek your name, O Lord. May they be ever ashamed and terrified, may they perish in disgrace. May they know that you alone, whose name is the Lord, are most high over all the earth. Romans 11 verses 19-36. You will say then, branches were broken off so that I could be grafted in. That is correct, they were broken off because of unbelief, but you stand by faith. Do not be arrogant, but be afraid. For if God did not spare the natural branches, he will certainly not spare you either. Take notice, therefore, of the kindness and severity of God, severity to those who fell, but kindness to you, if you continue in his kindness. Otherwise you also will be cut off. And if they do not persist in unbelief, they will be grafted in, for God is able to graft them in again. For if you were cut from a wild olive tree, and contrary to nature were grafted into one that is cultivated, how much more readily will these, the natural branches, be grafted into their own olive tree? I do not want you to be ignorant of this mystery, brothers, so that you will not be conceited. A hardening in part has come to Israel, until the full number of the Gentiles has come in. And so all Israel will be saved, as it is written, the deliverer will come from Zion, he will remove godlessness from Jacob. And this is my covenant with them when I take away their sins. Regarding the gospel, they are enemies on your account, but regarding election, they are loved on account of the patriarchs. For God's gifts and his call are irrevocable. Just as you who formerly disobeyed God have now received mercy through their disobedience, so they too have now disobeyed, in order that they too may now receive mercy through the mercy shown to you. For God has consigned everyone to disobedience so that he may have mercy on everyone. Oh, the depth of the riches of the wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable are his judgments, and untraceable his ways! Who has known the mind of the Lord? Or who has been his counselor? Who has first given to God, that God should repay him? For from him and through him and to him are all things. To him be the glory forever. Amen.